Oh man, what the? These are showing up on the shelves? I gotta go get this. All right, guys, so I actually found Obi Wan at the Walgreens down the street from my job here. So very cool, and they actually have plenty of them. So any of you guys out here in Southern California, if you are in the Santa Monica, Marina Del Rey area, they have them. They have about 4 or 5 of them here. More than that, about, yeah, 5, because I'm taking 2. So
All
there they are,
right,
guys.
you guys. So went to the first Walgreens that I can find, which is over here by my job, right down the street, about less than 10 minutes away, man. And they had about 7 of these things sitting on the shelf. I could not believe it because I've gone to, you know what, I'm going to be totally honest here because I went on a little rant about how I can't get the Walgreens exclusives because last year I couldn't find the C3PO Walgreens exclusive, and I ended up paying a bit more than I should have to get that figure. So I was a little upset at that because every Walgreens that I went to last year did not only did they not have the exclusive, but they barely had any Black Series figures on the shelf. So it was very, very frustrating. So I did a little while ago, I vented on one of my videos on how I have a hard time finding those exclusives from Walgreens. And then of course, this year I'm able to find Obi Wan. So my apologies to Walgreens and their stock on exclusives this year. They did a really, really good job, and that's why I was able to get 2. I got 2 because 1 I'm going to keep in the box, the other I am going to open. As a matter of fact, we're going to open it for a review today. Not today. Oh yeah, today. All right, you guys. So getting a look at the box here, very, very awesome box, and a bit different from our normal Black Series line with this exclusive. Instead of the red background, we get the blue translucent type of background to kind of give you that Force Ghost feel. And then of course we have Obi-Wan pictured here in his ghost form. So very cool. Obi-Wan Kenobi information there. And then of course it says Force Spirit. And then we also have it there in French as well. And then of course on the side of the box we have Obi-Wan, Force Ghost, again in French. And then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi's name in the background shaded. So very cool. Back of the box again, Obi-Wan pictured in his Force Ghost form. And then of course we also have information on Obi-Wan. So if you guys want to take a look at that and read that, please pause the video so you can do so. But very, very cool. And then on the other side of the box, of course, on our Black Series exclusives, they are never numbered. So of course we have that there on the side of the box. But again, with the change, with the very translucent type of blue to give you that Force Ghost feel. So very cool box here. Absolutely love it. And we are going to get a look at this figure right now. All right, guys. So we got them all out of the box looking absolutely awesome. I'm so glad that I was able to find this figure in the wild. And I've been very, very fortunate to find quite a few of the figures in the wild. The only 2 figures that I actually have not been able to find in the wild is the Patriot Guard, which I believe is a Target exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm also missing the Stormtrooper, oddly enough, which should be very easy to get. But I haven't even seen him in the Black Series box. I actually have the 40th anniversary Stormtrooper, but I haven't gotten the one in the Black Series box, so I'm kind of after that right now. But I was able to find this guy in the wild, which I thought I was going to have a very, very hard time doing. But that did not prove to be the case, and I have to give kudos not only to Walgreens but also to Hasbro. I think they've done a really good job with distribution this year, at least in my area, which it shouldn't be difficult because I do live in the Los Angeles area, and there's plenty of stores to run around to find these things. And like I said, I've been very fortunate to find a lot of stuff on the shelves this year. So very happy in regards to the Black Series figures. So very, very cool. So let's get a good look at Obi Wan Force Ghost. The Ghost with the Mizzos. So very, very cool. I wish I had brought my Obi Wan Kenobi Black Series just to compare the face sculpt. It appears that they have been doing something a bit different between the Black Series, the retail release, and some of the exclusives. So it would be interesting to see what differences that they've done here. But obviously, the first thing you notice is that his hands are absolutely clear, but then there is color on the bicep, onto the torso, and then of course in the head and face area, and then also it bleeds right here, and then it becomes clear as it goes down through his tunic, and then even in the leg area, guys. And let's get a good look at that. The legs are also in a transparent plastic. So a very, very cool and very, very good job of not only blending the transparency, but also giving us a little bit of the color and detail on the figure. So they've done a really good job with blending the transparency, and then of course blending it in with the color and detail of the tunic and the face sculpt and hair. Just really, really cool. And then of course the see-through robe is just an absolutely lovely touch as well. So getting a full 360 look at the character. He even comes with this bag, which is also colored as well. So very cool, nice touch. I don't know if you are able to take your bag into the afterlife, but Obi Wan does take his stuff into the afterlife. So very cool. He even has a hook for his lightsaber in the afterlife. So but he doesn't have his lightsaber, unfortunately. No accessories with this particular figure, by the way, guys. But he does have the hook there available if he does need to whip out that lightsaber in the afterlife. So that apparently there is still trouble in the afterlife. If you want to go by the hook, that's still available with the Obi Wan Force Ghost. So very cool. And then we're going to get a look at the articulation on this figure. I was gonna take the robe off, but we're gonna just go ahead. In the ab area, you're going to get a not too bad down, pretty good back. He can look up, so very, very good, very, very cool. And then of course, you're always gonna get that very good ab twist with your Black Series figure. We're gonna get an elbow bend that's about as that good, not too bad there. You are gonna get 360 all the way around with the arm, but you need to be careful with the robe on. So we're not going to go all the way around with him, but going straight out, very good. He can, and then of course, coming back, very, very awesome. And then also in the leg area, now you have to understand this is a molded plastic right here. So the leg articulation is going to be hampered by that just a bit. But you know, you're not going to do too many action poses with this guy, so you should be fine. But there is a double joint at the knee, guys. So my character's a little stiff, but there is a double joint, so you're gonna get him pretty good going back, and then going forward and out again. The plastic is going to hamper that a bit, but he goes up about that far. Leg goes out pretty good, goes up that far, so pretty good. And then going out to the side, absolutely very, very good. If you ever want to put him in a ghost fighting mode, he most definitely will be able to do that for you. So very, very good, cool articulation there. Getting a look at the feet, he definitely has some very, very good down, and then going back up. Does go up. My Obi-Wan here is a bit stiff, but that's just fine. We're not bothered by that. As far as the rocker is concerned, he has a very cool rocker. There we go, side to side, so you will be able to adjust the ankle as needed. In the hand area, it does give you a 360 twist or turnaround with the hand. There is some back play with your wrist there, forward play with the wrist, so very good. Typical articulation with your Black Series 6-inch line, and then coming with the head articulation, we are going to get some very good side to side. Obviously, we always get that with Hasbro 6-inch. Very, very good up. Not too bad down. Wish I can have them look down a little bit better, but not too bad. I like that. Pretty good. And then also with the head, you get a little bit of twist, a little bit of turn there, so he can twist his head to the side a little bit if you want to have him looking like that. So very good articulation, especially for a figure that you're not really going to put into too many action poses. He's basically just going to be standing there talking to Luke and Yoda from the afterlife, making those long distance calls from the afterlife to check in with the fellas and see how they're doing. Okay, and then also, guys, the other thing I wanted you guys to see, and I don't know, the camera doesn't do it justice at all, looking at the camera, but there is like a sheen or a shine that is over this particular character. Again, that the camera just does not do it justice. You guys have to see this in person. But over the face area, the head area, torso area, basically over the whole figure, there is a kind of a sheen or shine to give it a glimmering type of look, as if he is that Force ghost in the afterlife. So really, really good job with that as well. And this is such an amazing figure. So very, very cool figure. Absolutely love it. So happy that I was able to find this figure out in the wild. So again, kudos to Hasbro and Walgreens for being able to get all these figures out and available for you guys and for us collectors. Absolutely love this figure, guys. I do most definitely suggest that you pick this figure up. You have to have this in your collection. If you don't have your 6-inch Obi Wan Force Ghost in your collection, sitting on your shelf right next to Yoda, sitting there, I think you're going to be missing out. And then also, this opens up the possibility of us not only getting a Force Ghost Yoda, but we can also see a Force Ghost Anakin, depending on, and what's really going to be interesting with the Force Ghost Anakin, are they going to give us the Sebastian Shaw Anakin from the original trilogies, how they were originally recorded, or are they going to give us the Christian Anakin who they replaced in the original trilogies as the Force Ghost for Anakin Skywalker? So that's going to be really, really interesting to see what they do, or what likeness they decide to use for that particular figure, if they ever come out with that figure. But I think this opens up the possibility of us getting a 6-inch Yoda Force Ghost and a 6-inch Anakin Skywalker Force Ghost figure. So that would be absolutely awesome and a welcome addition to any Star Wars collection. So guys, I want to know what your thoughts are on this figure. I want to know, are you going to be running out to your Walgreens to go pick this guy up? I definitely suggest that you do if you are here in the US. For my subscribers who are overseas, I'm not sure which retailer is going to be getting this particular figure, or if it's going to be considered an exclusive for you guys. I don't know how that works over there. If any of my overseas or UK subscribers want to chime in with that down below, I would greatly appreciate that. I wonder how that works for you guys when we get exclusives over here. How do they handle that over there in the UK? And not only in the UK, but in other countries. I have a couple of friends from Australia who obviously have to deal with a hard time getting these exclusives as well. So I'd like to know what your experience is in trying to get figures such as this. So guys, again, I want to thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And from the Father to the Son to the Obi Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.